What a tangled web Director X has woven. Let's see if we can follow the strands. Okay, first of all, Nottingham has a black site. What do they do with it the remaining 365 days of the year? The entirety of the hood is now in captivity. The sheriff found the bow but didn't search the rest of the building, including the conspicuously man-sized vent in the wall. The sheriff handles evidence without gloves on. No wonder they always complain about not being able to get DNA. Then she snaps the bow, and that was her primary piece of evidence. And it belonged to John Prince, and it was an antique. Are you insane? They've torn out Tuck's implants, so he should be useless at computers now. That would also count as some kind of religious persecution as well as torture. They've lost the plot. So their plan is that if the prisoners say that they were tortured, they'll get their charges thrown out. But if they say they were tortured by a giant bunny, then they'll be an unreliable witness. Okay, but what if someone has their implants torn out? That hardly appears to be imaginary. Mum's at City Hall trying to get everyone free. David goes to grab a cookie and gets a handful of rubber. This is why you don't keep them in the cookie jar. Where did the counsellor get the phone from? If she's working with the sheriff, what good did they think would come from giving them a phone? Surely they would track it. At least record it. Find out what number was dialed? It makes no sense. They keep trying to convince people that the hood needs to hand themselves in. But somehow they only ask the members of the hood. Robyn calls her own phone. Luckily Jill wasn't still hiding from the cops or it would have given her away. Also lucky Robyn doesn't have a lock code on her phone. David is an undocumented immigrant, but they were arrested in episode 2. Why didn't he get deported? Prince is bribing the mayor. If she can record this, he'll be in trouble. You never actually see her shake his hand. LJ's been shocked by the bunny, but when the bunny returns and takes its head off, LJ doesn't think that Robyn's the one who's been shocking him. No one but Robyn knows that it's the counsellor in the bunny suit. So the entire point of having the cops in balaclavas was so that LJ could dress as one. Much is picking a lock with a toothpick. They captured one policeman and the sheriff, and now the rest of the building is unmanned. So they're going to make Jill a squirrel, but David gets nothing. They haven't got their jewellery back, but LJ is still wearing his chain. Bill 121 has passed. Their only hope is John Prince's dodgy business practices.